And this is where I opened my eyes. Tall structural buildings are not yet built as set up for a very traditional living. Distant from the noises of technological engines, birds can freely sing their songs, green surroundings, clean waters, freshly sweet wind trying to invade your nostrils, attempted to escape the flow of reality and change. However, no one can ever break the globalization link. Even you turn a blind eye or fall on deaf ears, globalization will continue to progress even without you knowing it.
Globalization has already conquered every possible path to every country's boundary, and it is rapidly spreading in a world that is becoming internationally intertwined.
The intensified endless change is explored in a moving sequential order that is destined to set its own historical record with increased connectivity and rapidly developing technologies, infrastructure, industries, and trades to import and export. Did you realize that globalization existed even in the beginning? It's what we used to call barter, a method of exchanging goods or services without the use of money. This can be used when money is short and is a viable choice, particularly in high inflation situations where money devalues rapidly. Fashion is a popular trend in style of dress or manners of behavior. Food, devices, shopping sites and online platforms, travels, all-in-one globalization.
Roland Robertson defines globalization as the concrete global interdependence and compression of the world, as well as the intensification of consciousness of the world as a whole, both accelerating in modern times. He asserts that as globalization proceeds, challenges are increasingly presented to the stability of particular perspectives on and collective and individual participation in the overall globalization process.
In the past, we have barter, now we have Shopee and Lazada, and other online shopping sites that are now available for us to use. A very useful application for buying any products or services under the sun from the convenience of our own homes. In the past, we have face-to-face communication, now we have virtual communication. The world and people are becoming increasingly intertwined as a result of globalization, which is related to an expanding and overwhelming upgrade to advanced technologies that are smarter than people, machines simulating human intelligence processes, gadgets that are also tightly tied to us that when we can't find them, our lives are left incomplete and a missing connection to our global village friends. Our engagement in a variety of forms, including our social media accounts, allows us to share our improved capacity of knowledge with a large number of people while garnering admiration through various buttons such as like, love, wow, and care. Because of so-called globalization, we got more connected, breaking down barriers and growing closer to one another, filling the gap of isolation without the restraints of many borders. Many developing countries have experienced the impacts of globalization in one form or another, and the Philippines is not an exception. The Philippines has experienced major changes in its economy all due to globalization since 1995, when the Philippines took part in signing agreements with the World Trade Organization. Philippines had a rich history, and changes are evident to continually keep its pace. As globalization has shaped the country and it spurred growth and productivity as well as expanding the local and foreign companies, culture, education, and the economy. Many advantages have set foot in the country, and disadvantages are one of them, such as corruption, poverty, hunger, and the environment suffers because of pollution and manufacturing companies. Many people may be benefited from all of its gains, however, globalization becomes uneven and there are consequences to bear. Nevertheless, there are winners and losers in globalization, which could affect the country's economic and social development. Still, the Philippines is a thriving economy, creating new ties and fixing alliances, new employment opportunity, as well as allowing those who work in low-skilled jobs to level up and learn new skills, and eventually it will reach its goals that has been set for the interest of everybody.
Globalization directly hit us unattended. Everywhere was a part of everywhere else to the rest of the world. Europe, Japan, Korea, and America. Our lives, our tales merged into one another, and we were no longer separate, distinct individuals. This is the era in which I was born.